should not make it hot or cold. Archbishop, Your Grace, Albert D'Souza, Bishop Archbishop of Agra, Judge Sahib, Mehta Sahib, fathers, sisters, dear friends from Austria, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, friends, benefactors, well-wishers. When you are facing this reality of looking back over 25 years, there is only one thing that is a constant. One thing that has been constant with us, that from the time that you wake up and the time you go to sleep, you only are grateful to God for what He has done to you. Because what has been achieved here, and that is what we want to tell you very clearly, my dear friends, is not something that we have done. And that is what we wanted to do. But before coming to that, let me first of all thank Father Bento and the sisters and Father Jovito and all those around here who are today taking care of the children, have been taking care from the beginning 25 years ago. Please give them a big hand. It is the consistence of the work that makes it happen. But beyond that, we're extremely grateful to 4 or 5 people in our world that made us what we have. We have Judge Mehta Sahib. From the beginning that we landed in Delhi, we were blessed with angels. He retired judge of the Delhi High Court. There was no day, no time when he did not come and help us. Why? We don't know. God knows and He knows. There were 3 other people. A lawyer, Mr. K.R. Chawla, who are not here, who passed away last year. And I can tell you, my dear friends, for 45 years that we begin in the 45th year, we have had cases and cases and cases, right from the lower courts up to the Supreme Court. Not a single lawyer in the country charged us a fee because they knew these people who are our angels. We have been represented by the best brains in the world. Arun Jaitley, Nariman, Salve, Gopal Subramanian, Maninder, the best brains in the world, in our country. They didn't charge us a penny. Do you think that is our credit? No. That's why I said from the beginning that you wake up and end of the day, you only say thank you God for the blessings that you have given us. Our auditors who passed away some 3 days ago, Mr. Harish Dua, at every single level of our struggles to our auditing and accounting, they were our solid bedrock. And our architect, Mr. B.M. Sharma. To these, my dear friends, we owe our perennial gratitude for having not stood with us, but He stood for us for what we have done. Because if you do not have a grateful heart, you will be tempted to believe that you are the cause of all that has happened. So thank you, Mehta Sahib, and all those people around here, and those who are not here. And I'm not yet finished. There's a great family outside here. I remember the gratitude Alcantara and this family and the people from Austria who from day one funded this ashram from the beginning, from day one. Thank you, Austria. And thank you, all of you. We're so grateful for them. Now coming back to what we are. When we looked at this project, primarily compelled by our founder, Father C. Rodrigues, he gave us only one mandate. If you want to do something in the world, because we are compelled by the teaching of Jesus to proclaim the love of God, find the poorest. If you are able to reach to the poorest, what he did in Bombay, looking after the children who were rummaging in the dustbins of the city. That this is what we are. Because you reach them, because they will never be able to pay you back, and through them you build communities. So that is what led us. So my dear friends, when we talk about this Bal Bhavan and the course of these 25 years, and before I forget, bringing up children, educating them, giving them shelter and food is one thing. But remember, throughout all these years, Father Jovito gave you a list of people who have graduated. As parents, you understand, you have one child or two children, to get away with admitted into the colleges. It's a Herculean job. Father Bento does it year after year. Getting children admitted in colleges and universities year after year, from college to college, getting them admissions is something Herculean again. The power that drives is the power that we are talking about. And that power is, when we do something right, my dear friends, there are two ways to look at it. If you throw a pebble at the ocean, you will not be able to see the ripple. But if you throw a pebble at a smaller water body, you are able to see the ripple. What I'm trying to tell you, you want to see the big ripple, then you go to the ocean. You want to see a smaller ripple, you go to the lowest, the smaller water body. The question is not that. The question is what drives you. The power of our personal convictions is what makes us human. The triumph of the human spirit. To be able to see beyond yourself. To be able to go out and reach where you know you will get nothing back. That is your reward. Because there you rise above the ordinary. You have the capacity to see beyond, because beyond is not only beyond physically. Beyond is about the immensity of what you do. Your ripple should continue to happen to the world. So every time, every child that we are able to protect, shelter, educate, and launch into the world, the object is to build communities. But beyond that, to be able to spread the message that pushes us on, that we are all God's children. And there is no religion in this. There's a human spirit. The spirit of solidarity with those who are less fortunate than us. So we have developed that principle. We reach out to the people because we are more provided. By whose merit? Nobody's merit. As much as they are not provided, by whose demerit? Not their demerit. So everything that we have in our life is in trust. And unless you are able, whatever has been given in trusted to you by God or by beneficence, by whatever it is, it becomes a dead investment. And that is what our friend Arun Jaitley on the day of the inauguration said. If only people have the power to think, and if only people have the heart that beats for the other, the world could be a better place. My dear friends, this Bal Bhavan is not an institution. It's a movement. The movement that wells up from deep down from our heart, that we owe it to the world what we have. We owe it to the world to share what we have. And we owe it to the world that we share in a manner that it continues to cascade into greater, longer, vaster goodness. That is the meaning of our existence. That's the meaning of our existence. And that, my dear friends, is what we celebrate today. We don't celebrate the work of 2 people or 3 people or 4 people. We celebrate the triumph of the human spirit. That all of us are empowered deep inside us to change the world. Provided you turn that spark inside each one of us into a fire. And that fire is Bal. That fire led our friends in Austria. And you must remember, dear friends, just because they are from Europe, they are not giving out of their bounty. They are giving out of their needs. And that is what we want to prove to the world. If you have the power to feel and have the courage to transform this feeling into an action, to become a change maker. And that is what we celebrate. We celebrate the power of the human spirit. We celebrate the power that God has given us, and you can be instrument of love to the world. We celebrate all of us, because all of us have deep inside us the power to change the world. We pray today and thank all those people right from the day one who helped us to build, run. We want to thank all the children who are out in the world and shining forth. We told all of you here, we have come here but there's a sparkle of light inside you. Don't let it die. The spark inside you, my dear friends, is what is the stuff of greatness. Great people were not born like that. Great people became great because they decided to invest on that spark and turn it into a fire. The fire that lights around you is a ripple that goes higher and higher and higher and longer and longer and longer. Please we celebrate today. Thank you once again, all of you who are present, for your good wishes. Thank you all those who have supported us through thick and thin, in good and bad times. And thank you, Austria. Thank you, sir. Have a good day. God bless you.